Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome to the 200th episode of Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that's happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Crazy week actually, so we actually have a good amount of stories to talk about here, and while I would have kind of always liked for episode 200 to have like a big leak, something huge to share with you all, I don't have that. However, I do actually have some clarification on some upcoming Lightning Collection stuff that I'm going to be sharing at the end of this video. However, this is going to be a very special episode of Lightning Storm. Being the 200th episode, I'm going to be introducing some new graphics here today, so you're going to be seeing some new graphics for the different stories that we're going to cover and everything. However, I'm not going to be covering a vast majority of the stories here today. I've actually gotten the help of a number of my friends in the fandom who kind of actually came up with this idea to have them host Lightning Storm today for the most part. So you're going to be seeing a lot of different familiar faces here from different live streams and different YouTube channels and such from the fandom. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So today I'm going to be covering the first story and the last story of this week's episode, so you're going to see me at the beginning and the end, and we're going to start with some updates from Tuesday. So this happens a lot whenever we get a quote-unquote reveal event, or pretty much a reveal of any kind. There's always a little bit of updates that happen afterward that I kind of, don't really have a chance to share in the moment, and kind of have to share retroactively when everything is passed. So this past Tuesday, of course, as you might have seen in episode 199, which is probably the most unhinged, or one of the most unhinged episodes of Lightning Storm. It's one of my personal favorites already. But the Yellow Ranger figures of SPD and Lost Galaxy were finally officially revealed, and we have a little bit of updates on those. So originally in that initial video, and when all that was happening, GameStop had them both listed for the old price of $22.99. That has since been changed to have them now be the current price of Lightning Collection, which is $24.99, of course. So if you were hoping that those were going to be, for whatever reason, a little cheaper on GameStop, maybe they were if you got the pre-order in time, but for the most part, you're going to be paying the same normal retail price you would have for those regardless, which is kind of unfortunate. Now also Hasbro Pulse UK, which did get both of these figures, because for some reason Hasbro Pulse EU didn't get those for whatever reason, but Hasbro Pulse UK listed both of them for a release date of Monday, March 20th. Literally 2 days from now. Not even a week after their reveal, so that already seems to not be the case though, because apparently one of them got delayed to like March 27th, even though they sent out the emails of like, hey, they're shipping soon, so that's rather strange, but it seems like, which makes sense because like, these figures have been done obviously for a while. SPD yellow shipping is not as exciting as Lost Galaxy yellow shipping, because we actually haven't seen Lost Galaxy release anywhere for her. We just saw all those leaked pictures, so that actually would be kind of nice to see, actual in-hand photos and videos of Maya. So it does seem like probably from the next week or so, we will be getting those out from Hasbro Pulse UK, but Hasbro Pulse EU apparently just didn't get them for some particular reason, which is really, really strange, because like Pulse US did, Pulse UK obviously did, as we just talked about there, so I don't know what's going on with that in particular. I hope that gets sorted out. I hope that they get them, or if they don't, they have another place for people to get them in the EU, because they deserve those figures, of course. But I would still not think that June 1st release in the US is going to hold much truth, because it's late March and they're already about to release somewhere, so I'm sure we'll probably have them shipping out from Pulse in the US by May at the absolute latest. I'm still expecting probably an April release date for those on Hasbro Pulse. GameStop, no idea. But they changed the prices, but the pre-order links will still be in the description below for both of them if you didn't get them yet from Tuesday.
What's going on, you sexy people? This is Vaughn here, Mr. Cooper 92, and I want to welcome you all to Lightning Storm, episode 200! 200. So this is a very milestone episode, as you can tell. So I just want to go ahead and congratulate Josh, Little Ranger Key, whatever you want to call him. You know the deal is, Josh. I want to congratulate you for all your hard work that you put onto this, because you've been doing this for years, and I'm glad that you are at 200. So congratulate him, wish him great luck, because this man has this man had graduation soon, so he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing for a little hustler. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to present a story for him that he told me to do, and just talk about it. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So as you may know, Power Rangers have a collaboration with Cobra Kai, or the Karate Kid, if you want to call it Karate Kid, the Karate Kid franchise. So what they're doing is that they're releasing the Cobra Kai characters as Lightning Collection figures. So as you already know, Daniel LaRusso, Samantha LaRusso, and then the Skull Putty. The Skull Putty and Samantha LaRusso are now on Post UK. So if you want to go ahead and pick those up, if you're a UK fan, go ahead and do that now. I do know Lightning Collection 2021 has a review up for the Cobra Kai Lightning Collection figures. So if you want to pick that up. As of right now for the US, we know that Daniel LaRusso is here in the US. At first, we know that he was at San Antonio, Texas, but now, for some reason, I have an inkling feeling that he's now appearing up in other stores, other Target stores in the US. Wait, hold on. I think I got a special report. Give me a second. Yeah, we patching this in. Josh, go ahead and do your thing because I'm not editing this. Patch in the video now. What's going on, everybody? This is past Vaughn, recording this for future Vaughn before he forgets anything. This is something that I just found occasionally because, you know, I'm at Target. Everybody starts at Target. So I found some figures that y'all were probably gonna be finding out about probably now because Vaughn is talking about it. So let me show y'all. So this is what y'all been looking for, huh? These Cobra Kai figures. Yeah, they got Daniel LaRusso here. They got the Karate Kid himself over here. So yeah, the packaging look good. I don't care for it. So, you know, here it is. And as you can tell, here's pretty much everything that's on our Target. Here's Blue Centurion. Here's Zane. Also, I want to show y'all something too because I was just here like an hour ago, but I found something very exclusive. So I'm gonna just show y'all right quick. I found a lot more Zane figures and Blue Centurion figures. I don't know why they're not on the toy rack, but it's on clearance. They cost like $17. So if you want them, you can find them on clearance now. So yeah, save you some money, save money, cause you know times are hard, man. You need to save this money, bro. Look, they got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Blue Centurions and then 3 Zanes right here. Come on, get them. Please get them. Just buy them. Other than that, that's just my special report. Now back to future Vaughn. This is past Vaughn. Goodbye, Vaughn. Wow. Thank you, past Vaughn. Past Vaughn went ahead and just showed you everything that's happening at Target. As you can tell, he is here in Florida. So if you want to go ahead and pick him up, go ahead and pick him up at Target. Just go ahead and look at the store. I'm not sure if he's on the Target app. But yeah, as you can also see too, is that there's other Lightning Collection figures that are going on sale because they now have the Cobra Kai figures out. So Blue Centurion, Signal Man, he's here. He was $17 at Target. But not only him, you also have, get out the box, Zane, Little Zane. I'm gonna call him Little Zane if you're a big R&B person or a rap person. Lil Zane. We got Lil Zane right here. Also $17. But Vaughn, wait, didn't they just come out? Yes, they just did come out. But because now they're getting all these new Lightning Collection figures, they're now discounting these two figures. So instead of paying $33, go ahead and just pay for $17 for both. So pick them up. I haven't opened them yet, so I don't know what quality control issues I might have, but you know, we're gonna see. It's a gamble, you know. It's a Lightning Collection, always gonna be a gamble. But other than that, that's all I gotta say about this special report. Thank you, Josh, for having me on this episode. I hope you do well. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to me, and expect more from me in the future. Probably not on this channel, but like on my channel. So follow me at Mr. Cooper 92 on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok at Mr. Cooper 992, and then you can also follow me on YouTube at Mr. Cooper 92. So thank you all, and to the next report we go. Cut to the next person, please. I love you, Josh. Mwah.
Hey everybody, Sentai5 here, and let's talk about some Zord Ascension Project news. If you couldn't tell by my morpher, I'm going to be talking about the Zord Ascension Project Astro Megazord, baby. This week saw the release of the Zord Ascension project, Astro Megazord, and it's one of the most highly anticipated releases of the line. It's currently available on Hasbro Pulse and Big Bad Toy Store. PowerrangerTube did an incredible review earlier this week, and it just got me even more excited to get mine. So I can't wait to get it. Stick around for the end of this segment because there's a special surprise. The height of the Astro Megazord is insane because it just towers over the original deluxe release from 1998, but it's not all fun and games. PowerrangerTube a few days later posted a pic of a broken clip, and it was the clip that the arm goes into. And yesterday, Thursday night, a few more other people reported the same issue. So please be very careful when transforming it. I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody. And obviously lightning has struck twice, more than twice. Before I get on to my special surprise, I just want to give a special shout out to Josh and Lightning Storm for a wonderful 200 episodes. Been watching since the very beginning and been very proud to see it grow. And I'm glad to be part of this episode, so thank you again. And here's to another 200 more episodes and beyond. But before I go, let's open my Astro Megazord. It's right here. It came in today. So there's a QR code right there too. So I'll check that out later. Probably takes you to the Zap site or something. Here's the panel console from the Astro Megazord itself. Here is the moment of truth. No pieces, so you gotta take this off. Man, this thing is massive. Had to push that in real quick. Here's the Astro Mega Ship, and looks good so far. And we're good with the holding hands. There we go. These are the minifigures right here. Here are the pieces for the booster. Here is the Astro Megazord Saber. So we're good on this, but there's stress on it, and I'll send Josh the pictures to show it more in detail. But that's pretty much it, everybody. Take care.
Hello, Lightning Collection fans, and welcome to Lightning Storm, where lightning always strikes, well, 200 times. Apparently, this is the 200th episode of Lightning Storm. Obviously, I'm not Josh. My name is Christopher Long from Long's Toys, and I know what you're probably thinking. You know, where's Wave 15? What's going to be in Wave 15? I don't know. I don't even think Josh knows. Settle down. That's not why we're here today. Today is the 200th episode of Lightning Storm, as I mentioned, and I think you guys know what that means. Josh is tired, guys. He's just, it's school. He's subsiding on a diet of canned corn and apple snapple, horribly burnt macaroni and cheese pizza. I don't know how he does it. So he called in a little bit of reinforcements here. Some of his friends are helping him out with episode 200. So today I'm here to talk to you about the Hasbro warehouse sale that's going on right now. This has been going on for about a week and a half at this point. They started out with about half of their merchandise eligible for this sale. They've recently added some more items, which is what I'm here to talk to you about today. Now, there's a lot of great stuff as part of this sale. I mean, really brand new Transformers. We're talking first wave of Transformers Evolution. Get Needle Nose. That guy's fantastic. Comes with 2 Target Master partners. I also recommend Scrap Hook, another really fantastic one from that first wave. Oh wait, this is a Power Rangers show, isn't it? Okay, so fine. We'll talk about some Power Rangers stuff that's on sale as well. Well, you know what? Transformers has done so many crossovers. There has to be a Transformer and Power Ranger crossover, right? Let's take a look at that. Shit. All right, well, let's see what else they got. We have the Zap Megazord. That's part of this, so you can get in on that. We also have the Yellow Ranger Power Morpher, now included in the warehouse sale. We have, I believe, the Daggers and the Lance. But unfortunately, the Power Sword, I think, is sold out at this point, as well as the Blue Ranger helmet. So these are obviously going fast. If you want to get in on this, head over to Hasbro Pulse. You have to spend at least $75. Then you're going to use one of two discount codes at checkout. So you have to have at least $75 worth of merch in your cart. And then if you are a Hasbro Pulse Premium member, you're going to use the discount code Warehouse35. If you're not a Hasbro Pulse Premium member, I mean, still try Warehouse35. I don't know how well the website polices this, so give it a shot. But if that doesn't work, then you're going to want to use Warehouse30. So Hasbro Pulse Premium members, 35% off. The other code gives you 30% off, so still pretty sizable discount. Not really much of a difference there between the two. So head on over to Hasbro Pulse, grab some of these really great items. I know you guys are really looking forward to the new Transformers, the G.I. Joes. If you have some money left over, get some of those Power Ranger things as well. A lot of great stuff as part of this sale, so definitely head over and check it out. This has been Christopher Long from Long's Toys for Lightning Storm 200. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys next time.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the Real Manhunt, and today we're going to be talking about the Invisible Phantom Ranger figure, which amazingly is already available on Hasbro Pulse UK and EU, even though it hasn't been announced yet. Yeah, Hasbro does that a lot. It's a really cool looking figure. There's some new promo pictures out, which will probably pop up somewhere around my head. Yeah, it looks good. It's a cool translucent paint. There's some like greens in the visor. It looks suspiciously like the Morphonaut from the comics. I don't know if that's what they were originally planning to do, and then they just decided not to do it. It doesn't really look invisible. I think they were trying to ride the coattails of that Stealth Andros that they put out. This doesn't quite hit the mark, but it's a nice looking figure. As you know, if you follow me, I have only bought one Lightning Collection figure, and that's Dino Charge Red. And then, for me, the line kind of fell off after that. But if I were to stumble upon this guy in the store, I'd probably pick him up for a reasonable price. I would probably rather the regular Phantom, but he's a cool variant for sure. And I can definitely see a lot of collectors getting some good value out of him. So yeah, check out those pictures. I guess you can get him from those stores in the UK and EU or online, even though Hasbro hasn't announced it yet. So that's a thing, yeah. That's pretty much it. So thank you guys for listening to me. I've been The Real Matt Hunt. You can follow me on socials at The Real Matt Hunt. And I do stream on Twitch, mostly JRPGs, but we do Toku Talks as well. And then I do some toy reviews on YouTube. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Josh.
Hey there, Lightning Collection fans. I'm Ranger Liz, and while I love to bring you super happy, excited hype news, this isn't it. This is annoying. This is frustration. This is a canceled pre-order for Mighty Morphin Green. Yeah, that restock of them that they've been, it's been putting up. I've been telling you, Josh has been telling you, if you wanted this figure, which they honestly should have done another run of back in the day, it needs another run, and apparently that is now canceled. So the restock, it's been up for months, right? Months on Entertainment Earth. Now it's listed as out of stock. Orders are canceled, like emails and stuff went out. It's just really annoying, and I'm sorry if you were one of those people who are affected by it. Honestly, your best bet right now is just wait. There is going to be the remastered version of the figure coming out later this year. So while you won't have the original one, you at least will have one that, I mean, while it costs $10 more than what you would have wanted to pay, it will, I would say it's going to be better, but we don't know. So basically what I'm saying is, when the remastered one comes out, just get on it, and get on it quick, because all of those people who had this in pre-order are going to be going for it too. So I'm Ranger Liz. Find me on Twitter, find me on YouTube, wherever you want. Thanks, Josh. Congratulations. 200 episodes. I couldn't be more proud of you, buddy. Just congratulations. You are an absolute rock star, and I'm really proud to know you. Congratulations again, buddy. To the next segment.
Are you watching a Lightning Collection video? You don't collect these, do you? You do? Whoa, hey, man, no shade. But, can I show you something cool? Come here. If you've spent any amount of time on this channel, you probably know what this is. However, for the uninitiated, this is Shoto Super. It is the most comprehensive Ranger line that Bandai has to offer, and it's special in many different ways. First of all, check out this articulation. A collection of ball joints, hinges, and swivels allow for such dynamic range. Most joints are on ABS plastic and it just moves like butter. No gummy joints, no more heating up figures to get them to move, it just works. Now, let's talk about some details. For this, we'll have to jump around from line to line, but check out this attention to detail. Every fold and seam line gets recreated with these figures. Each figure has some combination of detailed paintwork or tampo printing on them. On occasion, you'll have stickers to contend with, but that's really only when absolutely necessary. Either way, these are sold in full character packs. You don't have to wait wave after wave to see if they're completing your favorite team or not. It's all here. Not to mention, the details remain consistent between each Ranger, so nothing looks out of place. Last thing I'd like to touch on is the accessory count, and this is kind of where they go insane. If you're used to like 1 or 2 accessories, or some figures having signature weapons and others not, that all goes away here. Each box set comes with a full loadout for each figure, personal weapons, one-off weapons, and a plethora of hands. This Pink Ranger comes with this one-off sword that her character used once. This Kaku Ranger set has their mecha's sword from the one time that this dude held it in combat. To me, it's really no contest. Now, there are some shortcomings that I'm sure people are going to point out. Oh, I hate stickers, these are garbage. Don't fucking sticker them. It's that simple. I don't see Lightning Collection weapons getting this complicated. And most times, I don't even see enough weapons at all. Besides, at this scale, detail just doesn't happen at an affordable price. If you truly don't want stickers, the flat colors are serviceable enough, at least to my eye. I think they're fine. Some people might say the scale is a deal breaker for them. These are 4-inch figures, and look, if I'm honest, I'm a bit biased. That's just what I'm used to. It's what I grew up with. But I will say that it has been a long waiting game getting here. And that's sort of how it is for most toys, you know? As long as you're patient, you'll eventually get what you want. For me, it was this scale of toys for this franchise, and for you, it might be something different. Honestly, my intention here isn't truly to get you to buy Shoto Super instead of Lightning Collection, or to say that it's better in any way. Which it is, but that's not the point of this. You're free to collect whatever you like. What I really want you to take away from this little segment here is that you have options. You don't have to settle for mediocrity. You don't have to settle for a broken toy that you keep having to call Hasbro reps to get you a replacement of, and then ultimately they either don't have it, they'll either refund you, or maybe just send you a different toy entirely. I don't know why that's a thing. You don't have to continue to support a line in hopes that your favorite hero or figure or team will finally be represented. You deserve better than the shoddy construction of a subpar line that's baiting you with your favorite license. Don't be pressured into making that pre-order or buying it at retail. I know it's exciting and it's fun to do so, but you don't have to do it if it's not exactly what you want. You can wait for a sale, you can buy something else. Like I said, if a figure isn't exactly what you want and makes too many concessions, hold the line. Hasbro works
for you, not the other way around. They aren't entitled to your dollar. You're entitled to a better caliber of product, be it from Bandai, Hasbro, or hey, maybe another license holder. Who knows? Magic happens if you're patient enough. Anyway, enjoy this Lightning Collection show or whatever. I've been your host, the FrozenStratos, and if you like that, I'll see you over at Die Soda Pop on Twitter. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Keep it.
Mint.
Well, thank you for that, Corey. So that's a good segue into the final story of this week here. So that was a lot of fun, editing all those different clips and everything together from all my friends. So I'm sure they're watching this episode, and we'll do a little outro and everything as well. But like, huge thanks to all of them for covering those stories today. That was just so much fun to see. I didn't know what they were going to do. I gave them like little parameters of like the main bullet points I wanted them to hit. But we have the final story here to talk about this week, which is an interesting one because I did not think that this was going to happen before episode 200, but it did. So I actually have some information to share with you guys. But it's weird because it's new information, but it's not like the most exciting information because it's new information about old information, if that makes any sense, and I'm going to try to clear that up here today. So over the last couple of weeks, or really the last couple of months of Lightning Storm, there has been a couple times where I've shared with you just random batches of code names. You might remember things like Sun City, or Lanesboro, or Lake City, or all that kind of random stuff. Oldsmar was a deluxe release one. You had just like the remaster listings, like, what was that, like Lester and Meadow, all that kind of stuff. And there was just kind of listings all over the place. And we kind of had them put into like semi-arbitrary groups of like, this is probably a wave, and these are probably remastered figures. But now I know for sure what they are and what is going on, to a slight extent. So there's not going to be any new listings here today to talk about. However, there is going to be clarification on what to expect a little bit better for the rest of this year. So starting out with Wave 15, because I figured this is probably the most exciting thing to talk about here. Now it's kind of funny, because earlier in this episode you probably saw Chris's clip where he mentioned that you probably want me to talk about Wave 15, but not today. But I am, actually. So that was, like I said, not planned. I didn't realize that this was going to happen for today's episode. But I can now say with a good amount of confidence that Lanesboro, Lake City, and Leesport are the 3 codenames for Wave 15. Yes, those are the 3 codenames for Wave 15. So I've seen evidence that suggests that Wave 15 is only 3 figures, and not 4. That's a little worrying. So I'm not, I didn't say this was all going to be good news necessarily. A lot of it's actually very strange news. But yeah, it seems like Wave 15 is only going to be 3 figures and not 4. Now, currently Wave 15 is scheduled for an October 1st release date, where who knows at this point how true those are going to be. They are becoming more true whenever I get release dates like that for kind of street dates, basically, or tentative pre-order dates. They are starting to hold a little bit more truth than they did, like during the peak of the pandemic and stuff like that. So I would expect that the October pre-order release date for these will probably be somewhat actually correct. But what is going to be in the wave? Well, I don't know for absolute certainty. I just know the code names for absolute certainty. But it's more than likely that Wave 15 is going to be those 3 figures that I've told you about over the last couple of months. So Lightspeed Rescue Blue, TJ Turbo Red, and RPM Yellow. So we were kind of thinking that that was probably the case, those 3 being Wave 15. And we were kind of guessing what would the 4th one be. Would it be that samurai thing that one accessory is leaked from? Or would it be somebody else that we don't know about yet? But this makes sense now due to the fact that I had never heard a 4th member that would go with these 3 guys. So it makes a lot of sense that they are just a wave of 3, and that there wasn't a 4th figure, which explains why I couldn't figure one out, and none of my sources could either. So it does seem like Wave 15 is only going to be 3 figures, with my money being on those particular 3. So I get a little hesitant going like, yeah, that's the wave lineup, ever since Wave 14's wave lineup was a little wrong when I shared it, because I had SPD Yellow included in the wave when she was an exclusive. So I feel a little hesitant about being like, yep, go ahead and post it on Facebook groups, this is Wave 15, but I'll take one for the team on this one. That is Wave 15. I'll go with it. I don't know which one is which in terms of like which one's Lanesboro, which one's Lake City, which one's Leesport. But I would say that those 3 are very likely the 3 that we're going to get on October 1st for Wave 15. I don't know why the wave's only 3 figures instead of 4. That does worry me. I haven't seen any evidence of any other waves this year, so I have not seen any evidence of a Wave 16 at all, and I haven't heard any rumors of what a Wave 16 or leaks of what a Wave 16 we even have. So as far as I know nothing past Wave 15, which is definitely concerning now that we know that it's only going to be 3 figures instead of 4. Take that how you will. But then we talk about the remastered line here, which is probably, I would say, not the most interesting kind of thing that I can have some clarification on here, but definitely weird. So first of all, they are actually considering these waves. So we had wave 1, which was yellow and blue, and then wave 2, we were under the assumption, because of Iso Ralph on Twitter, that wave 2 was going to be black and red. I can confirm that half is correct, and then I have a listing for wave 3. So all of these are code names that we already had before, but I can confirm that remastered wave 2 is going to be 3 figures instead of 2 figures, but it's not as exciting as it sounds like it's going to be, because it's actually just going to be a case refresh of blue and yellow, so just a re-release of those, which could be helpful for things like Angel Grove Collectibles, who had their stock destroyed of them, so hopefully that means they actually have a second chance on getting them. And then also they're going to be adding the codename listing of Leon to the Wave 2, alongside the other 2 that we already had. And I'm pretty confident at this point that Leon is the codename for MMPR Black's remastered figure, slated for a July 1st release. So if you were wondering why we hadn't seen more remasters announced yet, and you thought that they would maybe try to get them out a little quicker, it doesn't really seem like that's actually going to be the case, but it looks like we'll probably have Black announced and revealed and probably released by July, alongside a re-release of the other 2. I don't know why they're doing a case refresh of those already, but I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe that gives some more explanation to whatever happened in Australia with Angel Grove Collectibles. If there is a true recall on those or whatever it may be, that can maybe explain it, but it's still a weird situation. And then Wave 3 is going to be the final 3 listings, which is going to be Lester Meadow and Lost Creek, which I don't know for absolute certainty which one is which, but we can definitely assume that those are going to be red, green, and pink. So it looks like they are going to be kind of trickling these out. So we have like Wave 2, which is literally just, 2 figures again, plus one new one on July 1st, and then 3 final ones on October 1st. Now, I have not seen any listings that back up that remastered Deluxe Rita that Iso Ralph talked about. I do believe that is something that is happening, but I haven't seen any specific listings for what that could be yet, so I'm still trying to work that out. Then we have Deluxe Wave 4, which I'm very excited about to actually say that this is probably actually going to finally happen now. So it looks like the codename of DLX Physician, which is actually a codename under the original wave that was supposed to have Minotaur and Wild Force Red with his Battleizer. That codename was originally paired with DLX Franklin a long time ago, back when that wave was supposed to come out in like mid-2022, and then they, shuffled everything around. Don't really need to go down that whole thing again. However, the Physician code has resurfaced alongside the Oldsmar code that we talked about from a couple times ago. So those two seem to be the pairing together now, Oldsmar and Physician, with the Franklin code now just missing. I still think that this is going to be Wild Force Red with his Battleizer, due to the fact that it seems like that figure is actually happening, thanks to the Illuminati article a couple weeks ago, where they reported on that from some unknown source. And then we also had the Minotaur figure, which I talked about many times. That one definitely is happening. I don't know which one is Oldsmar, and I don't know which one is Physician, but what I am safely calling Wave 4, for lack of a better term for the Deluxes, is currently listed to come out on August 1st. So we have Wave 14 on June 1st, tentatively. And of course, all these are just tentative release dates. They're never going to hold to these perfectly true, but they're going to be somewhat close. Then we have Remastered Wave 2 on July 1st, Deluxe Wave 4 on August 1st, and then we have Wave 15 and Remastered Wave 3 on October 1st. That's it. That's all I've seen. We still have some missing things out there that need to be accounted for, like the additional Boom Studios listings that I've seen evidence for, the Omega Ranger 4-pack, the Master Morpher, Zord Ascension Project Tigerzord, the Yellow Ranger helmet, plenty of other things that they still need to account for that have been leaked, but I don't have any other information on any of those things yet. Just some clarification on the retail waves that we're going to be getting for the rest of this year in the different lines, Deluxe, Remastered, and Mainline. So definitely some interesting things there. Not what I would have expected for Remastered. I'm happy to see that these Deluxe figures might actually finally be happening after they were supposed to happen so long ago. And then Wave 15 is concerning to me, but I do think that the lineup is pretty damn solid. Honestly, I don't usually curse on Lightning Storm, but I love that lineup a lot. Because it's starting, I would say it's technically starting 3 teams, but Turbo has been officially started at this point, so it's starting 2 teams, but I love it so much, and I hope that was some good clarification for you guys on some stuff that we already knew about listing-wise and even character choice-wise, but kind of just helps make it feel a little bit more organized if you were kind of wondering why it was all over the place, because it definitely was. So there is that. And with that, that is going to do it for episode 200 of Lightning Storm, which is just crazy. So obviously this is definitely not necessarily the 200th episode of Lightning Storm when you factor in the Power Week episodes, or the Power Month episodes, or the live stream reactions, or the extra episodes. You factor all those in, and we're probably closer to like 250 or something like that. But this is a series that I started back in 2020. I cannot believe that it's been nearly 3 years already, and it's crazy to me that this is the series that got my channel actually going. I had been making YouTube videos somewhat sparingly for like 3 years before I did Lightning Storm. and then it happened, and it took off, and people like it, and it's been very, very successful, and it's become the, you know, the end all be all, the go-to place for the fandom for Lightning Collection news, and that just means a lot to me for a toy line that I've had a lot of fun with, a lot of emotional damage with as well, but also just a lot of fun. And like I said, and it's just been, I love doing this series for you guys. I love that you guys watch it every week. I love reading the comments every single week and seeing people share it around and everything like that. And it was really, really cool to have my friends come together here today to cover it. I think they all brought a really fun and different take to each of the stories. And I hope you guys enjoyed that here. And also, of course, I hope you guys continue to support the series, because until the line just fiddles away, which every, you know, single week it seems like it's getting closer and closer to that inevitable goal. But until we get there, I'm going to keep covering every single thing for the Lightning Collection every single week here on the channel, because, you know, it's Lightning Storm. The series for Lightning always strikes twice. So until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LiveRangerKey or LightningFigPR, and I'll see you all on the next episode of Lightning Storm. To wrap up this video, I'd like to thank my $5 and above patrons: Jurassic Samurai, Maggot Alchemist, Robert Browning, Static Thunder, Brendan Overland, Maji Yellow, Redstone MCPC, Comics 1017, James Darty, Monster Rocket, John Luke, Eric Berry, Tyler Bezetsky, Matthew Thorne, Josh Landry, Pyramidas, CPT Tesla, Cross SCV, and Caboose_ED. You can support Toku Topics for as little as $1 a month on my Patreon, link in the description below.